Good evening, everybody. What a beautiful day. Good opportunity to be here again. So I'm gonna sing a couple of songs to prepare our place, our environment for our spiritual meeting tonight. Song to Mother Zephyrina. Source of love that radiates, warming up our cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades flowing down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their hearts. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in our hope. The solution lies in our hope. Oh, my Mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make your small son a good Christian. Make your small son a good Christian. This next song I decided to sing tonight because it's very related to the passage of the gospel according to Spiritism. The name of the song is Love in Action. Oh, Jesus, here I am, my knees on the floor, to say thank you, my Lord, for the lights that come through this door. Your love is the key to change the entire world. Using these chains wisely, we will live in peace and harmony. Now I understand, helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all this transformation, we just have to put love in action. Now I understand. Helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers.
Sometimes it's not so easy. Sometimes it's not so close. Sometimes we build our dreams, but then we see them decompose. When you feel down the dumps, feeling sad and blue, give life a chance, my friend. The sun will shine again on you. Believe you can come through. The rainy days are true. Have little faith in you. Maybe tomorrow you can dream all your dreams again. Though some sorrow remains, it doesn't mean the end. Believe you can come through. The rainy days are true. Sometimes okay to feel blue. Have little faith in you. Dream all the dreams again. Though some sorrow remains, your dreams can get you through. Have little faith in you.
When I go in to pray, I look for my good Jesus. And when I close my eyes, I can feel all His light. I open my heart for all He has to say. He shows me the best way I can enjoy my life. Jesus, Jesus, they never we apart. Please bring all your light to shine inside my heart. Jesus, Jesus, I can be content. I have your endless love and your protecting hand.
paroles de lumière du Maître divin. Il me plaît de rêver, de me trouver aussi aux côtés de Jean, Simon, Jacques, André et Lévi, de planter dans nos âmes la sémence de la foi, la sémence que Jésus nous donne et qu'un jour poussera. Et je m'imagine enfant à cet endroit-là, peut-être Jésus m'inviterait à sortir un soir dans les jardins de chez Pierre. J'entendrai sa voix à dire: tu sens cette brise, la lune, tu la vois, il faut repartir tout comme elle, puisque telle est la loi. Et pendant ta prière en famille, tous les jours on se reverra. Et je m'imagine enfant à cet endroit-là, peut-être Jésus m'inviterait à sortir un soir dans les jardins de chez Pierre. J'entendrai sa voix à dire: tu sens cette brise, la lune, tu la vois, il faut repartir tout comme elle, puisque telle est la loi. Et pendant ta prière en famille, tous les jours on se reverra. Et pendant ta prière en famille, tous les jours on se reverra.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to our public meeting. We thank everyone for joining us tonight. Before we start, we would like to share a couple of announcements and notifications. A couple of announcements, sorry. We ask you to turn off your phone notifications and find a quiet place to stay during this time, if possible. Our meeting will have a 30 minutes presentation followed by Q&A. Then, after the presentation, we will have a spiritual treatment with passes and magnetized water. So we invite you to set aside a container with water to be magnetized. We would like to announce that our public meeting is being retransmitted today by Continental Conference Americas through their Facebook and will also be retransmitted every Wednesday at 8 p.m. by Kardec Radio through their Facebook and YouTube. For those who want to learn more about Spiritism, Get to Know to Spiritism is a free and online course that happens every Saturday at 5:15 p.m. East. New class will be starting on fall, so please stay tuned and more information will be given soon. Do you know that we offer virtual live live gospel at home. Did you know that? So, the gospel at home is the effective support for your family spiritual harmony. We will motivate and guide you in establishing and maintain the gospel at home study meetings. By posting in the chat, we can you can request it. So please let us know if you need. You can just put your name in the chat, and we will be in touch and explain everything. Okay. You are welcome to include your or someone's name on the list of positive vibrations for incarnate or discarnate. So the person you include will be assisted by good spirits to provide healing energy and strength for goodwill. Please find the link in our chat. We also would like to let you know about the coming out of the souls of fraternal meeting on 20th and 21st of May in Winnipeg. The main topic is Charity the Way, and the other topics include Spiritism Center, Family, Vices, and Depression, and the practice of the Alta de Souza Fraternal Campaign. More information and links for registration will be posted soon. The topic of today's meeting is Without Charity, There is No Salvation, from chapter 15, items 8 to 10, which will be facilitated by our brother Publio from Toronto, Ontario. Everyone is welcome to write comments and questions in the chat, and we will address the questions at the end of the talk. And now we invite our tonight's speaker. Welcome, Publio. Welcome back.
Hello, Marcel. Thank you. I'm very happy to be back here. And
Yeah,
we're going to talk a little bit about the gospel according to Spiritism,
yeah,
right?
we are very happy to have you, and very excited to listen what you are bringing for us. Okay,
Thank you.
see you
As
soon.
we,
Oh,
as we know, as we know, we all the meetings in the beginning we have an initial prayer. So I'd like to invite you and all of you that are listening to us, are seeing us, to participate in this prayer. So let's close our eyes to facilitate our concentration and thinking about Jesus Christ as a son of our life. And this moment, say thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to be here, sharing those beautiful moments, those beautiful teachings that will help us to guarantee our enlightenment. Allow the good spirits to be with us, and also all the spirits that stay with us, incarnated or discarnated, be with us today and forever. So be it. So I'm very happy to be here because this topic is very interesting. We talked about the same topic last week, and I'd like to share with you some thoughts, some comments, and the continuation of the gospel according to Spiritism. So I'm going to share with you some slides. So that's the chapter without the the chapter is 15. Without charity there is no salvation, but the items 8 is without the church or without the truth there is no salvation. What it means? So to start, to begin with, we have to report back in the past when the gospel was written, was codified by Kardec. And in that time, there was a dogma, saying that without the church there is no salvation. But we have to understand that the maxim without charity is no salvation is stand upon a universal principle and opens the door to supreme happiness for all God's children. Whereas the dogma without the church there is no salvation, they restrict the people, restrict the souls about the love of God. So if you start and stop to thinking, those people that doesn't follow the Christianity, they are in a different religions. If we use this maximum, without the church there is no salvation, we are separate them. This is a separatism. So is the same happen? So the continuation, instead of inciting them to love their brothers and sisters, it feeds upon a sanction to irritations between various sectarians of the different cults, who reciprocally consider each other to be eternal damned, despite the fact that these same sectarian may be relations or friends. So this for us to understand. If you don't bring this maximum to our day. If you're not in this church, there's no salvation for you. You're gonna be to hell forever. So even though it's someone that we love and there is in a different religion, so this maximum that separate the, like they say here, the kids of God. And the next one, without truth there is no salvation, is equal to without the truth there is no salvation, being equally exclusive, since there is no one sect existing. It does not claim to hold the privilege of truth. So who has the in hands hold the eternal truth? We cannot say that this religion or another one. So that's the reason the Spiritism brought this maximum: without charity there's no salvation. What it means that any religion can do it. Any person without religion can do it. So this is open to all of us, the possibility to be to evolve in this incarnation. So let's continue with these thoughts, because we're gonna understand very well. So in this chapter, Paul the Apostle, he wrote the comment, the last instruction for the spirits. He came and gave us a lesson. But everybody remembers the most famous letters of Paul to the Thessalonians is this one here. If I speak the languages of men and angels, but do not have charity, I'm only a resounding gong on the clanging cymbal. So this is a letter sent to Corinthians 13, items 1 to 7. So it's very important to us understand, because this was letter that Paul sent to those initial churches and say how important is the charity. Because you can speak many different languages. If you're here or Japan or anywhere in the world, if you don't do that charity, there's no point, right? We're going to understand a little bit more about this. He continues in the instruction, and Paul now continues as a spirit, and he comes to to Kardec the codification and gave us this beautiful lesson. This is the last part, the chapter 15, item 10, 9 and 10. So he start look the language that he used. My children. Within the sentence, without charity there is no salvation, is enclosed the destiny of mankind, both in earth and in heaven. So he's talking about a spiritual plan and material plan, incarnated and discarnated one. On earth, because beneath the shadow of this banner, all may live in peace, and in heaven, because those who have practiced it will find grace in God's eyes. So he's showing us how important is to practice the charity. And you're going to start thinking, okay, I'm going to make a question to Publio. What kind of charity? I have to give money. I have to give my car. What do I have to do? We're going to see it's more simple than that. And charity, like we said in the last meeting last week, I'm going to remind you about those words. Let's continue here. Continue that message from Paul. Spiritism could not better prove its origin than present it as its rule, because it is the reflection of the most pure Christianity. Humanity will never go astray if they take this as its guide. So we've been seeing a lot of people in different positions in different parts in the world doing the charity in name of gospel, in name of Jesus Christ, in name of God. That's what is important. The religions, like the name of a religion, doesn't really matter. So just to remind us, Jesus Christ used this metaphor to showing us how important is the charity. Remember the guy that was assaulted and left in the street, and the religious person passed by, didn't take care. Another one, the businessman passed by, didn't say anything. But the Samaritan, that was considered a bad people in that time, stopped by, took care of him, gave him all the attention, put him in a hostel, and say, take care of him and I'll pay you. So this person was doing the charity. So Jesus Christ, all the time, he used his stories to help us to understand how important is the charity. So important that you're gonna see soon. And he continues, Paul, my friend, give thanks to God for having permitted you to enjoy the enlightenment of Spiritism. So for us, it's a very, very good opportunity. It's like we have to say thank you, Lord, to give us this opportunity to participate, to understand how important is the charity. Not that those who possess this enlightenment are the only ones who will be saved, but because it helps you to understand the teachings of Christ, so making you into better Christians. Remember that song that I sang in the beginning, make us more son a good Christians. So that's the reason. So the charity make you a little bit better, a better Christian. I'm not going to compare myself with many different people in the world that do charity, but can make myself better than yesterday. So in this case, the enlightenment of individual and collective world is going to be better. So this is in Gospel According to Spiritism, chapter 15. You can go there and check it out. Let's continue. Therefore, make every effort so that your fellow beings, on observing you, are induced to recognize that the true Spiritists and the true Christians are one and the same. Given that all those who practice charity are the disciples of Jesus, without putting any embargo in whatever sect they may belong to. Look those words of Paul teaching us how important is, because if the spirit we have is as a maximum, is let's say, is the most important instruction that the Spiritism has is the charity. And if we follow these, people we're gonna see us and say, look, the Spiritist and the Christian is the same thing. But this doesn't make us better than anybody else. But you're gonna show that we have to follow Jesus Christ, independent of sectaries, independent of religion, of region, color, or whatever. Just make us a little bit better. I know people that do a lot of charity, and they are confessed they are not Christian. They don't believe in God, but they help. They help another, help people that really need. So we're going to talk about this a little bit further, but it's very important to understand to charity is more important than your beliefs. So for us to understand, Jesus Christ, all his life here, he was spending to teach us how important is the love. How important is love your neighbor. He actually, he condensed all the 10 commandments in one. Love your God above everything and your neighbor as yourself. So when you love your neighbor, you are doing the charity. So that's the point. How when I do the charity, well, we can do charity in many different ways. We listened last week. For instance, when you just give your shoulder for someone to cry, you're doing a charity. You give a bottle of water to someone that's thirsty, you're doing a charity. You give a house for someone, you're doing a charity. Are you giving a soup or a meal to someone, you're doing a charity. And sometimes you just stay quiet and pray to someone. I heard a phrase this week, very interesting, that's saying that pray is a form of love, that you love someone. When you pray to someone, is a form of love to show the person, or sometimes you don't show, but it's the love to that person. Like when you pray to someone, you are showing your love to him. He probably not gonna see your praying, but this is also a charity. So remember last week, Paul gave us some advices too, and I'm gonna go back again to those slides. You're gonna see. Oh, before it's very interesting. I was preparing to this tonight, and I remember one interview that Mother Teresa from Calcutta. And one time they asked us, who is Jesus to me? Or who is Jesus to you, Mother? So how important Jesus is in this charity. Okay, so it's a big list of things. I select just a few of them. So she said, Jesus is the word to be spoken. So we have to show people, even they are not Christians, how important was the Jesus Christ teachings. Jesus Christ is the truth to be told. So he always telling us, trust me, trust in our Father. Jesus is the way to be walking. Jesus is the light to be lit. Jesus is, Jesus is the life to be loved. Jesus is the joy to be shared. Jesus is the sacrifice to be given. So, what Jesus sacrificed to be, when I sacrifice in name of love, in name of charity. Jesus is the bread of life to be eaten. So, and she goes for like a long page saying to us and showing us how important. So for those who don't remember Mother Teresa, she's coming from England, but she went to India and start working with the poor people there, a big density of population, and she started taking care of all kind of necessity and help all kind of people. And she dedicated her life in name of the love of Jesus Christ, helping people. So I ask you now, depend on us or depend of any religion to help, to do the charity? No. We're going to see a very good example of the Canadian boy one time. They are having a geography class, and he asked the teacher, was talking about how hard is the Africa because there's no water, and the little boy asked, "Oh, how can we help?" And the teacher mentioned, "Oh, maybe we can make a hose for water, or wheel for water for those people." And the little boy said, "Oh, I'm gonna find some money and I'm gonna start helping those people." Nowadays, he's a man, and he had a foundation and helping to bring water in Africa. He already did more than 200 places to help, because we know that water is life. I brought this just because, independent of religion, he's just helping our brothers that are in necessity, are in need. So it's very important to understand. Sometimes you giving a message saying calm, or just a smile in the street. We had a fraternal meeting in London 2016, 17, I don't remember by heart. No, almost 2018. And our practice was a very easy way to open our hearts. It's a hug free. So we walk in the street and offer a hug. So we met many different people that sometimes they just need a smile. Sometimes they just need like a shoulder to cry. So we've been seeing this in many different countries doing the same thing. So you don't need money, just need to give yourself. So I have another question that was in the last week. So Kardec asked the spirits, what is the true meaning of the word charity as Jesus understood it? Look again, Jesus Christ all the time teaching us. Charity, benevolence toward everyone, indulgence toward the imperfection of others, and forgiveness for offenses. Look how beautiful, how deep are those teachings. Benevolent toward everyone. Oh, but he's not in my religion. He's charity. He's a different, different color. Doesn't matter. Indulgence toward the imperfections. Sometimes we say, I'm not going to help them. They use my money to buy drugs. They use my time to do whatever they want. So we have to be benevolent toward the imperfection of the others. We just have to help. And we are not there to judge, just to help. This is charity. And forgiveness for offenses. So, yes, when we forgive someone their offenses, we are practicing the charity. Look at that. It's very interesting, very easy to understand. And our sister Veronica brought a very interesting passage in the book, Living in Spring. And Emmanuel, in that chapter, he said that a most important thing, look at that, the breastplate for charity. So he have here some figure, so it's very important. Okay, for the success desire in our mission of love in the company of Christ, the most important thing is to protect one's heart. So we have to protect our hearts and the one that we love too. That is charity. If do not clog the source of our sentiments with vibration in ardent love, utilizing a high level of comprehension in the areas of the purifying experience in which struggle in the earthly arena, it will be very difficult to accomplish the task that the Lord has entrusted us. So this just for us to understand a little bit. When we are proposed to do the charity, we have to have this love in ourselves and try to protect another one, even though they're not going to say, oh, thank you to help me. Sometimes they say bad things still, but our side is the important thing. And how I protect them, how I protect their love. So there's another phrase of Paul here, put on faith and love as a breastplate. In the next question, the next slide is very interesting history. It's in the book Luz Acima. It's like living life. It's a story very interesting. I'm gonna put it short. We almost finish our time, but I'm gonna read here and comment. Urged on by a young Christian from Jerusalem who showed himself to be a holder of precious society titles and wanting to hear about an effective remedy against temptation. So Simon Peter, now an old man, explained without hesitation. So this young man with pulses, with money, went to ask him how to protect myself from temptations. That's the point. How to protect myself about temptations. So Peter told him a story that there was a little man that wants to be safe. Let's say he wants to be safe without temptation.
I think we have some problem. Okay, welcome back, Publio.
I'm back. So this man, this man asked for protection. What he could do to be protected from temptation. So everybody like, I'm okay today. I have the temptation to do something wrong. So this man went to ask what to do. So he begged for help with such intense fervor that the merciful one thought and through an emissary advised him to cultivate the land. So he asked how to protect himself. So the God sent him an intuition to cultivate the land. So keep yourself working, so it's going to be easier. So during a long time, he started taking care of the land, planting, and the harvest was good. He helped a lot of people. But after that, he started calming down again, nothing to do. He felt the temptation coming back. So he went back to the old man and asked, well, what to do now? I did what I was supposed to do. And the old man gave him another intuition. Said, look, now you go and take care of the roads. Let's say, let me see. The road. So all the time that he used to pray, asking for help, what to do, he have an opportunity to work some here or there, taking care of many different things. And till the end of his life, he got protected. So doing something. So in the end of the chapter, this book, Simon Peter said to him, the listen, another silent battle, blah, blah, blah. So in the end, Peter said to him, the only remedy against temptation is to plunge of thoughts and hands into the work that dignifies our life to the Lord. Just to remind, like in the beginning, I sang a song, Mother Zephyrina. So in the song, we ask a job, a work to be done, so we keep our hands doing something. So in this case, you don't pay attention to what's going on in the side. When you are concentrate doing something good, doing a charity, the temptation stay away from you. And to finalize our conversation, and we have a couple of questions already, I brought to us, because in the beginning we said that we're going to have a Alta de Souza fraternal meeting. And these spirits came through Chico Xavier and brought us a lot of poems. And all the poems talking about consolation and talking about the charity. And one of them I brought for us today. I'm not a very good person to say poems, but I'm going to try my best. Actually, there's a song, but it's in Portuguese still. But I brought the poem in English for you. The name of the poem is Hands. Harps of love softly strumming. The music of godness, blissful and beautiful. The hands hold the light that reveals you, the message of peace and affection. Do not claim to be useless or alone in the saddest and simplest existence. In the hands, a whole treasure is encased, pouring out blessing on the path. Flow, sow, wave, stroke, and help. Hands at work are the silent prayer of our hearts, conquering spaces. And learning with Christ before the future, your hands as servants of pure love are stars shining in our arms. Alta de Souza. So I'd like to say thank you for your patience to be here, listen to me. I know that the time is so short and the poem is so beautiful, and how easy it is to do the charity. We don't need religion, we don't need money. Sometimes you don't need have to talk. You just think, you do a prayer, and that's it. Is this charity, and this is gonna help us to our enlightenment here in this earth, and enlightenment ourselves. We're gonna help the world to be enlightenment too. So I'd like to say thank you and call Marcel to come back. Hello, Marcel.
Hi, Publio.
Hi.
Just let you know, when you came back, you were without slides.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
but that's okay. It was great. Thank you so much for your presentation and your reflections on this lesson. It was really, really good. Okay, listen to you and all the things you brought for us. We do have some questions.
Okay.
Let's see. This is, yeah, it, it's cut off. Many translate of the Bible use and continues, right, Rodrigo?
Right.
No. So, love, not charity. Why does Spiritism substitute charity for love?
Actually, it's a good question. It's a good question, but it's not the spiritual change. For instance, so like he said, many different versions of the Bible. But I was in a church, my daughter's wedding last year, and I was a speaker. On sometime they call someone to talk about the ceremony in the Catholic Church, and my part was to talk about exactly this theme, this subject. Like, without charity, there is no love, there is no salvation. So it's not the Spiritism that changed this. It's according to the many different versions. But remember, if you love someone, you help them. I'm asking you, yes? Do. Very good. So when you help, you are doing charity. So charity is love in action. Because love, just love, is like to love, the verb to love is not a verb that let's say static. No, it's a verb that needs action. Love means when you love, you help, you go and do something, you do something for your kids, the one that you love. So love is action. So charity is love in action. So it's not a change the version of the Bible. But it's a good point. We can talk this. Actually, we have this in our get to know spiritism. It's a very good part for us to understand. What
Or,
else?
or a great answer. We have another one.
Oh,
How can we be a charitable person in our daily lives? I mean, in small things, you know.
okay. Very, very good. Like, oh, do I have to go to spiritism center? Do I have to go? No. That's what the Spiritists teach us so clear. So you don't have to go anywhere. In your daily life, you're going to work. You're driving a car and someone is in a hurry and they cut off you. Give the guy the chance, a charity. Give the passage and he goes. Give a good thought of, okay, go with God. This is charity. You know what I mean? Like little things you open the door for one person. It's charity. You know what I mean? Like charity, it's a daily thing. You don't need a special day to do charity. Or every Saturday I go do charity. So I remember when in Brazil we have those assistant places that in the poor areas. So one day I said, "Well, we are here to do the charity." I said, "No, we are here to learn how to do it. because we cannot establish like the first conversation without truth, without church, or without charity. There is no salvation. We cannot put like this, or only on Saturday you can do charity, or I have one day only in my life a week to do charity. No, we can do this every single day. And you are talking to someone and giving us and giving him or her your best
Comfort,
thoughts.
right?
Exactly, you're doing charity. So daily thing, for sure,
Yeah.
any little things we can do daily.
Because I think if, yeah, like you said, if I I say I'm gonna do charity in one day of the week, I'm not a charitable person, right? Because if I choose just one day to do in my whole life, one day in a week, right? If
Like
every day we have so many opportunities to do, right?
let's say I'm a bad person 6 days a week, but in one day I take 2 hours to be a charitable person. It's
Yeah,
something. It's a good thing already, but in the end of the your life. So what the reason we are here? So we have to put the Spiritist teachings in everywhere in our life. In the end, we are here to evolve. We are
yeah,
here to get enlightenment in our lives. So I cannot just do this once a week, right? Like a student, I have to practice this. Like
mhm,
if we see Paul of Tarsus, he was a very very good person in his community, in his church, and he was against the Christians, blah blah blah, till the time that he got Jesus Christ and said, "What do you want me to do?" That's it. We have Francis of Assisi, the same thing. He was a normal person till he got a prisoner in the war and came back, and he listened the voice, go and reconstruct my church. But he understood, he started reconstruction the physical church that was abandoned there, but he became the exponent of charity. He helped all the time everybody. So if we see all these people that help, was a charitable person, he starts some point and became a whole life.
yeah.
So we are not saints, right, Marcel? I'm not an
Mhm.
angel yet, because it's our
We're
destiny to
gonna
be
be, it's our
angel.
destiny.
Exactly. So we have to start in certain point to do the charity, because charity is the only thing that's gonna show you and give you the power to enlightenment, to enlighten yourself, to become a light one day.
Yeah. And we have just one more from Rodrigo. Oh, yeah. It's a comment for Anna, our friend from States. Thank you for the reminder me of the importance of charity for our moral evolution, Publio.
Thank you. I have to
Yes, I
say
think we
thank
are out of time. That's why we don't have another. We actually we do, but in another opportunity we can talk about. Okay.
you. Okay.
Thank you so much for your presentation, and thank
I
everyone for the participation in the chat.
I have to say thank you for this opportunity, because we know as we talk, we are the first person that listen, and somehow I'm learning with those words. With the when I start to present this, I start to, okay, now I understand a little bit more. I have more responsibility to be better tomorrow.
Yeah,
Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, all of you,
thank
for the
you.
opportunity to be here sharing those moments. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you. So now we will move to the preparation for the tonight's spiritual treatment. PAS is the transfusion of spiritual energy with the goal of assisting our physical, emotional, and mental balance. PASes help us to restore a state of harmony and peace by replacing negative energy with healthy and positive energy. In order to receive the best benefits from passes, please follow the audio instruction or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes to help with mentalization. During the pass, the water you set aside will also absorb the spiritual energy that your family and you can benefit from. So now I will make the prayer in preparation for the pass, which will be our closing prayer as well. So let's close our eyes and elevate our thought to our Heavenly Father. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be here one more Tuesday in order to learn more about your gospel and your teachings. May all of us practice charity wherever we are and be an example of your love for our neighbors. We ask the good spirits to for protection and healing for us, our family, friends, and for all of the people who have their names on our vibration list. May the God's peace and love involve our lives, helping us at all times. Please bless our week, our plans, and everything we need to do. May we never forget, Master Jesus, that you are our guide and model. Thank you so much for everything you have done for us, and we ask you to be with us today and always. So be it.
Let us now prepare ourselves for the moment of the passes and the magnetization of water. Let's now calm our hearts, breathing in and out. Pay attention to your body. Focus on your breath and let yourself be carried by this energy. Let your thoughts pass by without judging them. Let them flow. Allow this light to be the beacon that guides you, and allow these words to penetrate your energy. Make each word an anchor of gratitude, faith, and trust. With the purpose of healing, which takes away my faith, healing every feeling of separation, of pain, let it all dissolve in this moment, leaving only love, gratitude, and trust. We ask God for the presence of our guardian angel and the friendly spirits who welcome us into this enlightened environment of our Spiritist Center. We open our plexus of love and forgiveness by mentalizing a light surrounding our hearts. Find a quiet and comfortable place to begin the mentalization process. Remove all worries from your thoughts. We ask that during the pass you breathe slowly and deeply. Let your body relax and surrender yourself to a deep meditation. Calmly imagine divine energies in soft and colorful light surrounding you in an environment of peace and spiritual warmth. Entrusting God with your most intimate desires, raise your thoughts to Jesus and the emissaries of the spiritual environment. The path begins with the cleansing of your soul. Imagine a waterfall of crystal clear water pouring over us, removing all the feelings that keep you away from faith and trust. Feel the energy of this water bathing you and deeply breathe in, feeling peace and harmony. Allow this water to wash away all the impurities and spiritual larvae, washing away all the sorrows and resentments, any feelings of hatred and revenge that hold us back and cause us harm, not only from this life, but past ones as well. Now visualize spiritual doctors around you, applying magnetic cleansing passes, sanitizing your spiritual body of all sadness and negative energy. Mentalize these negative thoughts and feelings being washed away, evaporating from your soul, like water evaporating into thin air, and being carried far away from your mind. Surround yourself with the faith that bathes your being, bringing clarity and lucidity, rebalancing every cell in your body. May the water envelop all pain and bring the clarity of opportunity that chooses peace. The answer arises in our hearts, freeing us from all evil and freeing all whom we have caused evil into and who have caused us evil, washing away all the connections that bind us. Even though we may not understand, we are freeing ourselves from all that causes us harm. Feel this cleansing penetrate your soul and release. Now that we are spiritually cleansed, imagine yourself surrounded by the light of love from the hands of Jesus. At this moment, sing words of faith and gratitude, being faithful to the light that exists in me, planted by the zealous Father. Imagine the sunlight that surrounds and enraptures, freeing us from the chains of everything that holds us down, strengthening your faith. Allow yourself to trust in this light, surrender to it, involved in pleasant feelings and feeling relieved to receive the strengthening lights. Mentalize your spiritual mentors now applying divine light for the strengthening of your mind and your emotions, leaving you feeling emotionally revitalized. Let us now mentalize the magnetization of this water. May we mentalize all the friendly spirits, magnetizing this water and filling it with everything that our bodies, minds, and soul need, so that it may be of help to us when we drink it after the Pass. Thank you, God.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We will be back next Tuesday here on Spiritism Canada and Continental Conference Americas at 8:30 p.m. East, and next Wednesday on Kardec Radio at 8 p.m. East. And please don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube from the Spiritism Canada and the Spiritism Group Path of the Light. Have a good night.
Oh Jesus, here I am, my knees on the floor to say thank you, my Lord, for the lies that come through this door. Your love Helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, we just have to put love in action. Helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your tears